What is going on, guys? This is Jazzycat here, and welcome back to my channel, guys. Today we're going to take a look at the Peterbilt 357. It is the heavy haul version of this. This is on the Steam Workshop, by the way. Excuse me. It is the 2008 Peterbilt 357. The original credits are from Ivan, John, Hute, and Bora. It was imported to ATS by Guided, assigning the mats and textures, Guided, and I'm gonna say this other name completely wrong, and I do apologize for that. But it is, I believe it's Lele High or He, something like that. I do apologize again for that. We have the day cab variant by Guided, chassis options by Guided, and Lele High. Accessories also by Guided and Lele High. Like I said, I'm probably pronouncing that completely wrong, and I do apologize. And then so there's some other parts from modelers and models such as RTA Viper 2, Banshee Double OJ, SCS, and D Wade. So I, excuse me. Those are all the people that did help with this truck, and they did take some other minor, parts and details and all that for this truck. Once again, this is on the Steam Workshop, so you guys can just go on there and type in 357. If you guys don't already have this, I was been meaning to make a mod review on this the day that it came out, but some other things came up and I was not able to. So without further ado, let's get into this mod review. So starting off, we only have one sleeper or actual cab that we could choose from, and it is the low roof sleeper, as you can see here. Moving over to the chassis, now we do have quite a bit of different chassis options to choose from, so we will start up at the top. It does come standard with the 8x6 with the lift 220 gallon chassis system, so we do have the 8x4 with lift, another 220. Not so sure exactly what it changes between the. Oh, this is the 8x6, 8x4, so not sure what happened with the difference between that. We do have an 8x4 with the steer axle 220. We have 8x4 lift with 300 gallon. We do have an 8x4 lift steer with 300 gallon, and then 8x6 lift long 300 gallon. And once again, not sure what too much of a difference these two have. So once again, it's probably on their end, which is alright. It's no big deal. I'm not complaining about it too much. I'm just pointing it out there. But I'm going to go with the 8x4 steer lift for today. Over to the engines, and we do have a bunch of engines to choose from. And they're pretty much the standard engines that are pretty much in every other truck that's out there. So, but I will go through them all. It does come standard with the Cummins ISX 15, 485 horsepower. But we do have the Cat C13 380, the Cummins ISX 15 425, the Cat C15 435, excuse me, the Cummins N14 435, the Cummins ISX 15 485, which is pretty much the same as the standard one except for the RPM range. This one's 1200, the other one's from 1000 to 1400. So I just wanted to point that out there. We have the Cat C15 475, the Detroit Diesel DD15 455, Cummins ISX 15 500. Once again, we have another Cummins ISX 15 500 with the different RPMs. Cat C15 500, Cummins ISX 15 550, Detroit Diesel DD15 475, Cummins ISX 15 525. We have the Detroit Diesel DD15 530. The Cummins N14 525, the Detroit Diesel DD15 560, Cummins ISX 15 550, Cummins ISX 15 600, the Cat C15 550, the Cummins N14 600 chipped, the Detroit Diesel DD16 600, the Cummins ISX Signature 600 horsepower, Cummins ISX 15 600, horsepower, and once again the difference is the RPMs, and it looks like they missed a 0 on the Cummins ISX Signature. The Cummins ISX Signature chipped 720 horsepower, Cat C15 625 Assert King of the Hill 625, and the Detroit Diesel DD16 chipped 720. I'm probably going to go with the Detroit Diesel, the DD16 600 horsepower for today. I normally do pick Caterpillar, but I want to change it up a bit and go with Detroit Diesel today. Moving over to the transmissions, now we do have a bunch of different transmissions, as you guys can see here. So I'll try to go through them pretty quickly. I know this part's probably boring and all that, but it does come standard with the Eaton 4 13-speed with retarder. But we do have the RTO 9-speed or 358. We have the RTO another 9-speed with a 370. RTO 9-speed 355. RTO 10-speed 264. We have RTO 10-speed with 279. Get my place here. RTO 10-speed with a 342. We have RTO 10-speed with 355. RTO 10-speed with a 358. 10-speed with a 370. 10-speed with a 373. Then we go over to the RTLO 13-speed with a 336. Scroll down here. Whoop. We have RTLO 342 13-speed. We have RTLO 13-speed with 350. RTLO 13-speed with a 355. We have RTLO 13-speed with a 358. Go down here again. RTLO 13-speed with a 370. RTLO with the 13-speed with a 373, and we have RTLO 13-speed with a 391. Then we have the Eaton 4 10-speed. It has the different differential ratios right there. So it has a 285. We have Eaton 4 13-speed with a 355. And then we have the RTLO 18-speed with a 358. We have the RTLO 18-speed with a 370. 18-speed with a 410. The RTLO 18-speed 390. We have an RTLO 18-speed with a 391. Then we have the Eaton 4 10-speed with retarder with a 285. We have the Eaton 4 18-speed without a retarder with a 325. We have the Allison 6-speed automatic with a 370. Like I said before, we do have the Eaton 4 13-speed with retarder with a 355 that is standard. We have an Eaton 4 18-speed with retarder with a 325. Allison 4500 6-speed retarder automatic with a 370. Then we have the RTLO 18-speed with a 430, and then we have the RTLO 18-speed with a 440. So that was a lot of transmissions. I don't know if you guys do like me going through them all, but I just do it just like I say before, and I've said it a long time ago that I don't like to sugarcoat stuff and just say here's all the transmissions and just scroll down them real quick. So I just wanted to go through them fairly quickly for you guys. So I am going to go with the 18 speed since this is a heavy haul truck. I know that some heavy hauls do have like 13 speeds, but my personal preference, I do enjoy 18 speeds. So I am going to pick the, I'll just go with the RTLO 18 speed with a 430. Moving over to the interior, we only have two interiors. Now I do know this is from the SCS 389 interior, so it was put in here, which is not bad. Don't know if there'll be any plans to actually have a custom one, or if they're actually the same. I'm not sure at all. Probably not, but maybe they'll in the future have a custom interior, which will be pretty nice. But we do have the Ultra Ride, and then we have the Premium Ultra Ride there with the wood grain. So I'm just going to go with the Ultra Ride. I like the black dash a little bit better in this truck. Moving over to the paint jobs, not too much has changed here. It does come standard with the sunny yellow, but we do have pure red, we have sky blue, we have deep black, snow white, once again the sunny yellow. We have custom color, so you can go in and you can change to whatever color you so please. You can see there's very bright red, and you got darker red, so everything works nicely with that. Then we have dark red metallic, we have sky blue metallic, and then we have custom metallic color here. So we'll go over here and just make sure this all works out properly. You can see that that works there. Scroll up like that. See that this all works out nicely. And we'll look at the white, and you can see here on the fenders and up there that it does work. So everything works very nicely. Excuse me, with this paint scheme. Well, with the custom metallic color. Probably gonna leave it like this, maybe. I might change it again. Not really sure what kind of a. We'll go with a nice metallic yellow. I think we'll go up here. And we'll go up here a little bit. Try to get a nice metallic color here. There we go. Alright, cool. So that's the paint we're going to go with today. Moving over to the accessories. There isn't a whole lot, as you can see by the accessory dots. There's not a whole lot of accessories, but hopefully in a future update, since this is on Steam, when they do update this truck, it'll just come right out. And you probably will have an update without it even noticing, or without you even noticing, until you go in and you go to the accessories and all that. But we'll go over this real quickly. So starting here, we do have the exhaust. So we do have the emitter, or the meter. I guess it's meter exhaust. As you can see, there's the standard exhaust. We have plain stacks. You can see there we have straight exhaust. We have turn back exhaust. We have the turnout exhaust. You can see there. Then we have the exclusive exhaust, which we have there. I do like the emitter ones that come with the truck. But I think for a turn of change, I think I'm going to go with the turnout exhaust for today's setup, like so. Moving to the back here, we do have the back side, so it does have a spoiler, but as a picture, but it's actually not a spoiler. So we do have stuff that comes on the back. So we have side lights, which actually adds reverse lights on the sides there. We have a headache rack. See there. Texture is not all too well on it, in my opinion, but it is there. We have the headache rack with a plate, so you do have the deck plate, which you can see is a little bit better, has the window cut out. We have the headache rack with plate and reverse lights, so you can see that there. We have a headache rack with just a reverse light, so without the plate, and then we have the toolbox rack, as you can see there. But it kind of does, if you do choose a different tire for the tag wheel, it will clip through this, so I will mention that. I do wish I just had the plate and the reverse lights, but they do not, so it is alright. But I will just go with the reverse lights for today. Since we already here on the back side, we'll choose the mud guards. So there's standard mud guards, there's triaxle chrome, and then, well, it says triaxle chrome, it's actually triaxle paint, and then there's triaxle chrome, as you can see there. Needs to be fixed for the tag wheel, needs to be cut, obviously, since the tag wheel, the steer axle is actually pushed in more. It's not out on the outside, so that does need to be fixed later on. And then you have the painted one again, which does look nice, but you can see the color texture a little bit. It goes more with the top of the truck, which is no big deal. But I'm probably just going to go with the standard mud guards, since those aren't the prettiest looking triaxle chrome or painted mud guards that I've ever seen. So I will just point that out there. Now I will change the tires, since this is a heavy haul. I will change out the tires to Smarties tires. So just do that real quick. I'll do Goodyear. Go back down here. Peterbilt. And Goodyear. Alright, and then the tag wheel. Actually have, we'll do the Alcoa disc heavy wide for that. Alrighty. Right, there we go, and then change out the tire itself. There we go. And then on the front, I will choose Alcoa Chrome, the big one here. Goodyear tire there. Standard hub, and then we'll do Peterbilt. There we go. Alright. Moving on back to the front now that we're done with all that. We do have the main mirrors, which only has one, which is Mirrors Classic, which is no big deal, but I do like how it has the integrated lollipop turn signals on there. That is very nice. We do have here the driver's plates, which I don't bother with. I think they're ugly. Up front, we do have the mirrors that go on the hood. So there's the front left hood mirror, and then we have the front right one. If I can click on it, there we go. So there's the front right one there. Once again, I do not like them, so I will take them off. Scrolling back over here, we do have the side mirror for the passenger side, so you can see down on the ground. So I will choose that there. Going up front, we do have two different options. So we have the bumper stock, and then we have the bumper heavy spec, which as you can see there. And down here we do have the bull bar, and we have beacons only, which just adds the beacons on top, which they are a little messed up, where they do need to be fixed later on. But once again, it's no big deal. I just want to point out, I'm just giving constructive criticism here, so I just wanted to point that out, that you can see that it's clearly not on the actual cab itself. And then we have the oversized with flags. It still has the beacons up there. It has the oversized load banner going across with the flags. And I did also want to point out too, if we do take this off and we go back over here and we just go to the bumper stock and you go down here, you can only choose the beacons only. So you do not get the option to have the oversized load banner with the flags on it. So if you do want that, you will have to choose the bumper heavy spec option there, and then you are able to add the oversized load with the flags there like that. So pretty much that is everything with the outside of the truck. There is nothing on the back. You can't change out the rear plate. Once again, I do wish that the mud guards, I wish you were able to actually have them with this tri-axle one that I do have here with the steer axle. It works nicely with the standard push axle, but if you do the steer axle like I have done, it doesn't really fit because it's pushed in. If it was on the outside, no big deal, but that just needs to be cut in half for this. I will also check while we're here, see if we can get the lights to work on the back, which we cannot. I'm not sure if that's on their end or not, so I did want to point that out. But I will go back to the standard mud guards. Other than that, like I said, everything on the outside should be done. There wasn't too much to go over with this on the outside, which is okay, but it's still a phenomenal truck to drive and haul around. Moving on to the accessories on the interior, nothing really too much. We do have the option to change out the steering wheel, so we do have the Peterbilt Ultra Ride steering wheel that comes stock with this, and I believe we still do have the Peterbilt, if I can find it, we have the Peterbilt Premium Ultra Ride, as you can see there, but you could choose, you know, any steering wheel that you'd like. So I'm probably gonna go, let's see here, I'll change it up a bit. Don't know if a yellow steering wheel will actually be very complimentary on the inside of this truck or not. Probably not. I'm just gonna go with the normal pinion polyurethane steering wheel. There. Nothing else is on the inside, as you can see. We just have the same stuff that's on the outside. There's nothing back here. There is a nice sleeper, so it is very nicely done. Once again, the interior is from the Peterbilt, the SDS Peterbilt 389, so I did want to re-mention that again. But alright, so I believe that is seems to be everything done with the truck, so we will confirm this, and we will trade it in. Alright, we'll skip this cutscene. Go on the outside here, and we will start the truck up. We got the Detroit diesel in there, the DD16 600 horsepower. Put the lights on. You can see that the sun's actually beating down on this truck a lot, but you can see the side lights there, and on the filters. And I forgot to mention that you cannot change out the filters or add any custom side lights on there, but it's okay, it's no big deal. And put the headlights on there. Do high beams there. Go back on the inside. See the wipers work there. And there's the second option. So they all work nicely. we'll put up the, well actually before we put up the steer axle, we'll turn it, make sure it all works. You see there, we'll put it up. It's all good. On the back we do have the turn signals there on the back. And then up here on the front as well, and the lollipop turn signals. So they do all work, which is nice. Going back to the back, got the reverse lights that work. Nice. We do have the running lights, or marker lights I should say, on the back of the cab, or the sleeper, so they do work, unlike on SCS's 389 or Kenworth they don't, but they do on here, which is very, very nice. And actually, looking at this with the side lights on here, you can see that it like adds another ring around it. So there's what you would consider the parking lights, and then you have the running lights there. It's kind of hard to see, but you can see right there that there's a little bit of white that comes on whenever you have the full lights on. Do the horns here. You got a train horn, and you got the air horn. So very, very nice. So I believe that's it. So without further ado, you guys already know the drill with this. Just go down the road, let you guys hear the sounds on the inside while I be quiet, turn around and come back, and give you my final thoughts on it. Alright, we are back now from that little trip. I did forget before we took off, I did forget to test out the beacons, so you can see there they do work. They're not the best beacons, they could be clear ones, but they do work, which is nice. So yeah, there's that. Alright, we'll shut the truck down. Turn the lights off. Alright, so this is the Peterbilt 357 heavy haul spec truck by hang on one moment. Having some troubles here pulling up my notes. It is by, the original credits are by Ivan, John, Hugh, and Bora. So big shout out to them. Also Guide It and Lele High for for all the work that they did with the day cab variant. It says day cab variant, but this isn't a day cab. This is a low sleeper. So not sure. Like I said, needs to be fixed. But apparently there is a day cab variant, but it's not shown. Get that out of the way. And then the other credits also for RTA, Viper 2, Banshee, Double OJ, SCS, and D Wade. So once again, big shout out to them and all the help that they put into this truck and everything. So I still can't wait for further updates to come out for it. Um, looking forward to seeing what will come out. Uh, Once again, I will revisit this truck whenever new stuff does come out. Hopefully, it doesn't come out within like a week or so, and even if it does, I'll still wait a little bit longer to make another review on it. But once again, this has been Xatter here. If you guys did enjoy this video, please give a thumbs up. Comment if you do have anything that you do want to say. Um, Also, subscribe if you are new. If you just stumbled upon this, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We are doing very well with subscribers and all that, so I do appreciate the support. Couple of things before I actually fully leave. One announcement, well, actually, a couple announcements. One, I do know Train Sim World is coming out in February, so it's coming out very, very soon. I know whenever I did the beta, wasn't the best. I do apologize for that. Once again, I do not have the best computer, and with that real engine technology that they have on it, I don't know if my computer could actually handle the full game. But hopefully when it does come out, it'll be optimized enough to where it'll actually run smoothly like ATS is optimized, and everything runs very nicely for me. Where other people have problems at, like with Viper's truck, it runs very nicely for me, but other people have problems. So whenever that does come out, I will be making videos on that, more in-depth videos, and train journeys on that. So please look forward to that if you do enjoy it. Another thing too is Train Mechanic is coming out. I do know in February, or not February, April. So I do want to, we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna start doing series on that and see how that works out. So I mean, just look forward to that if you are. If not, and you just enjoy ATS, ATS isn't going anywhere, so my mod reviews aren't going anywhere. I'm just saying other stuff that I want to bring onto this channel for you guys to enjoy. So I know that there's a lot of people out there that don't just like ATS. They like other stuff. But once again, I'm keeping it strictly to like train and truck stuff. So you got Train Sim World, Train Mechanic, and then ATS mods that I do. So those are just my few announcements I did want to say to you guys. So just be looking forward to that. And once again, ATS mod reviews aren't going absolutely anywhere. So you guys are killing it with that, and I do appreciate it a lot. So once again, guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. Once again, smash that thumbs up button if you did enjoy this. Comment if you do have anything to say, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.